We've all been there. That coworker, that boss, that ex, even our partners. Well, they can piss us off a lot. But before you hit send on that email, check out this tool that just might help you save your butt. Let's do this. This is Goblin Tools at goblin.tools. And when you first hit the site, you're going to be greeted by this magic to-do. This is actually a really cool thing. It breaks down your to-do list, and we will look at that. But first, I'm going to head up here to the Formalizer tool, because this is what's going to help you save your butt. The Formalizer tool allows you to transform text based on different tones. You can enter your text here, and it even has this handy microphone button, which you will see on Chrome or Microsoft Edge, but you won't see on any other browsers like Firefox or Vivaldi. You can say anything you want here to your heart's content, and then change it into different tones here, like less snarky, easier to read, more formal, more sociable, and my particular favorite, more to the point, or unwaffle this. You can also make this spicy. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Let's first try it out with some really boring text from ChatGPT. It's Monday morning, you're super exhausted, you had a great weekend, but you really don't want to be back at work, and you get hit with this in your inbox. Subject: synergizing strategic paradigms for holistic optimization. In other words, complete waffle, business bullcrap, and you want to know what this really says so you can take action on it. Let's unwaffle it. One of the things I love about Goblin Tools is that it's really quick. When you hit the convert button, it takes just a second or two before you get this. Subject: optimizing strategies for growth. Team: we need to enhance our synergies to align with our KPIs, enabling agile growth. Okay, yeah, that's still got some bullcrap in it, but it is a lot more friendly, easy to read. You could even make this a little bit more informal without losing the meaning. And that's the neat thing about Goblin Tools, is that you can be assured that whatever you get from Goblin Tools is going to say the same thing that the original full of crap email said, but you can actually understand it and do something about it. You can hit the copy button down here to copy this to clipboard, and a neat trick that I like to do is copy it, head up here, toss it in here, and then further either unwaffle it, which you can just run it through the unwaffler as much as you like, or you can make it more, for example, informal. Hey team, we gotta level up our teamwork to hit our goals and grow faster. Finally! Why didn't you just say that? Another great use case for Formalizer is taking ChatGPT texts, like for a blog post, and taking the ChatGPT-ness out of it. Let's say I want the first few paragraphs of my blog post on my beloved cat blog, and I asked ChatGPT to write that blog post. Hello, fellow cat enthusiasts. If you've ever wondered about the true cost of having a furry feline friend by your side, blah, 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 blah. Let's make that a little bit more accessible by simply saying more accessible and hitting convert. Hey there, cat lovers. If you've ever thought about how much it really costs to have a cute kitty around, you're in the right spot. That sounds better, but let's say we want to make it a little bit more informal. I'm going to copy the output again and toss it back up here at the top. And I'm going to click on more informal. Yo, cat peeps! If you've ever wondered how much cash it really takes to have a cute fur ball chilling with you, you've hit the jackpot. Okay, that's a blog post I would keep reading. That's pretty funny. There is one option here which doesn't do what I thought it would. I'm going to take this easier to read, apply it to yo cat peeps, and see what happens. It turns out that easier to read actually means bolded and all caps. This is one that I think they should maybe name something else, or I'd say just drop it, because I don't see why having yo cat peeps in all caps and bolded would really be all that interesting. Now let's say that you have gone on the outs with an ex-best friend and you really want to tell her off. That's where this microphone comes in handy. You can just hit the mic button and let it rip. Hey there, ex-bestie. The person who I thought would have my back when I had a problem. But oh no, even though you were so familiar with the problems I was struggling with, because I'd listened to you struggle with the same problems ad nauseum, might I add, on the phone for hours and hours and hours, when I needed you to listen to me, when I needed you to give me some care and support, oh, you all of a sudden had things to do. you, bestie. And when you did deign to give me a few dear moments of your time, you found yourself constantly interrupting me because somehow, all of a sudden, what you had to say was just so much more important than what I had to say. Well, here is what I have to say to you. Those jeans that we bought last time we went shopping, I lied. They make you look gargantuan, like a beached whale. Now, having vented your spleen onto the screen, you can turn this into anything you'd like. I think it would be extremely cathartic to make it even more sarcastic. Let's crank that baby up. Spiciness level will determine how strongly you want the text to come across. Let's hit our dear ex-bestie with maximum jalapeno action. Oh wow, look who it is, my former best friend. The one I thought would actually be there for me, but surprise, surprise, you went and did that thing where you pretend to have a life when I needed a shoulder to cry on. It gets better. But you can, again, do the same thing. Just take this text, let's copy it, and see if we can't get it even more sarcastic. Oh, look who it is. My absolutely not former best friend. This can be very cathartic. But I also mentioned that it could save your butt, and it can. I have worked at this stupid paper company for 15 years. I have given my heart and soul to this organization, and this is the best that you can do, a 15-cent per hour raise? What kind of evil, corporate, greedy, money-grubbing, horrible dirtbags are you? By the way, I'm wondering if we could talk about my performance review. I do feel I was unfairly treated. How's the wife? Let's see how professional Goblin Tools Formalizer can make this. I have dedicated 15 years of service to this organization and have consistently contributed my utmost effort and commitment, etc., etc. This is actually really fun, and there's a lot that you can do with this. Here's one more example. My dearest darling, I have enjoyed 15 years of happy relationship and marriage with you, and it's been worth every single minute of every single day, except when you leave your socks on the bathroom floor, and I've asked you not to do that for the 5,000th time, and if I have to sit with your boring and annoying mother through one more Thanksgiving, I might just blow my brains out. But nonetheless, I still love you. Happy Valentine's Day! I wonder if we can make this just a touch more passionate. Oh, my most beloved, my heart dances with uncontainable joy as I reflect upon the breathtaking journey. Yet, amidst this euphoric tapestry of love, I find myself in despair over the minuscule nuisance of your socks callously discarded upon the sacred tiles of our bathroom. This plea, my love, I have whispered into the universe for the 5,000th time. If you want to stay happily married, this is how to do it. There are a few more fun sections here for the formalizer, including a simple thesaurus mode. You could add bullet points to something. You can make it grammatically correct, which could be very helpful. You might be thinking that this is something that can be done on ChatGPT. You could just say, please make this more grammatically correct. And that's true. However, these just allow you one click. You don't have to write out a prompt. You don't have to get really detailed with it. You can just come in here, and most importantly, you could just use a little microphone icon as well too. Again, I'm aware that is available on ChatGPT, but I still think Goblin Tools is a lot of fun. And the fact that you can dial up the spicy meter is that extra special touch. Goblin Tools also has a few other tools. The Judge, which allows you to see if you're misreading the tone of something that you get. This might be great for when you get a text for someone that you don't really understand what it means or what they could be saying between the lines. The Professor is a quick crash course to enter in a prompt, get an explanation and an example. The Estimator will allow you to see how long a task could possibly take, but we're going to talk about this when we look at the magic to-dos in just a minute. The Compiler allows you to compile a brain dump into a list of tasks. So when on a walk, you could do a brain dump here into Goblin Tools and have it compile it into a list of tasks. Finally, the Chef allows you to put in whatever ingredients you have. You can write down dietary constraints and serving sizes and all of that. But this is the one tool tool on Goblin Tools that I think would be better done on ChatGPT, because on Goblin Tools, you cannot upload an image, say, of your fridge, which makes that so much easier. Just to give that to ChatGPT and have it make something with what you have. You could open up your produce drawer or take a picture of your freezer as well and see what's in there and just have it use the ingredients that you already have on hand. I promised you that I'd give you a look at the magic to-dos. This is perfect. I have several friends who are ADHD and love this tool for breaking things down into more manageable bites. One of the things I love about Magic To Do is that it automatically gives you some icons here that categorize what it is that you've put in your to-do list. And I'm going to set a spiciness level of just 2 here down. You can go down to 5, but I found it that it's broken down so minutely that it becomes overwhelming for me. You may find that it works better for you. In order to break something down, you can just hit here under Learn Data View, which is an Obsidian plugin for my Obsidian Vault, a note-taking app that I have talked about before on this channel. And I'm letting you see this in real time because you can see that it doesn't take very long to break this down. Research what Data View is and its primary use cases. Install Data View into your environment. Look, it does know that Data View is with Obsidian, which is one of the reasons why I use this as an example. I was curious to know if the large language model, I'm assuming that it's GPT, would know what Data View was, but it looks for examples of Data View usage in the community or forums. It would be cool if it could link me to the Obsidian community. That would be neat, an extra little touch. Let's see what it says for reinstall Microsoft Office. And for this one, I'm going to just show you what the spiciness level looks like for this particular task all the way up at 5. So we'll go ahead and click on reinstall MS Office. And it doesn't take much longer, just a second or two longer. But as you can see, for this, there's so many steps to this. For example, navigate to the download section and select the specific version of Microsoft Office. So this would be something that would mostly overwhelm me. But if you really need it broken down, there you go. But if you find that you would like to start over, the spiciness level was a touch too high, you can just go over here on the right-hand side, the drop-down button under the 3 dots here on the right-hand side. This blue button, Clear Subtasks, will take it all away from you and you can start over again. Now, the feature I love the most from Magic To Do is the estimate feature, which is the same as over here, this tab, but now baked into Magic To Do. Clicking on estimate will give you an idea of how long each task will take. The most interesting thing is it's told me it's going to take 15 days and 2 hours. Which these hours, I can see why it's getting this from. Because consider creating a personal project to apply what you've learned. That's good. That's actually true. This thing knows me all too well. I take it back. This thing is not buggy. It's working perfectly. This is about how long it would take for me to consider a personal project to apply what I've learned. But in all seriousness, you can click on this here and change this to, say, 0 days and perhaps a more reasonable 6 hours of contemplation. And then you can head back up here, click estimate, and it now is a more reasonable 1 day and 8 hours. Where Magic To Do could become very helpful is on your phone when you're on the go and you just think of a task and you throw it into your task list. And Goblin Tools has you covered there with an Android app, an Apple app, and it also can just be installed for free as a web app, which is basically this website that you can use in any browser, whether on your tablet, your phone, or desktop. I love when sites do this. You can click the little moon icon here to switch from dark mode to light mode. If you're finding Goblin Tools really helpful, they've also got a Patreon, and the lowest tier is simply $1 a month. I'm always really psyched to find these cool little tools that you can use with large language models, like the tool from Relevance AI I showcased recently that allows you to make your own GPT that will go out, search Google for you, and then even go to the website links it brings back and search those website links as well too for information. This thing is a game changer. I've been using it all the time. I show you how to make one, and get this, you can do this. It is copy and paste only. It is so simple, and the best part, it's free. I show you how to do that in this video, which is on screen right now.